Hello and welcome to Out and About. I'm Diane Gonzalez. The Lancaster County Super Fair is back at the Lancaster Event Center starting August 1st. It's a big family-friendly event that celebrates Nebraska's biggest industry, agriculture. Now joining me with a preview are Amy Dickerson. She's the managing director at the event center and also the manager of the fair. And Jennifer Cusick-Rollinson is on the Ag Society Board of Directors. Thank you both so much for being with us. Jennifer, I'm going to start with you. Tell us, what is the Lancaster County Agricultural Society?
We have a great history of running this fair for 149 years. Lancaster County does elect our Ag Society. We have 9 members, and we support our Lancaster County staff, everyone at the event center, in running the fair. So we have a lot of us working out in the fairgrounds at the gates. We superintend a lot of the shows. We're out there helping the kids out with things and supporting 4-H and FFA. And of course, we eat all the fair food ourselves too.
That's right.
That's the best part.
It is the best part. Well, I don't know. There's some other pretty cool stuff out there.
That's
but
what keeps some people coming back, yes.
Amy, tell us about the facility itself. And I understand there's been some construction out there that's wrapping up.
Yes, this is really good news. So Lancaster Event Center was built, as everyone knows, 18 and a half years ago to be the home of the Lancaster County Fair, which used to borrow buildings for a couple days on the state fairgrounds. So it's become a wonderful citywide event, 10 full days. We expect about 130,000 people out there, and we're super excited that the Havelock expansion, the long awaited, and we're so grateful to the city and the mayor for making this possible, will be open for the fair. It looks like they haven't signed in blood yet, but it's looking really good. Just as I came by right now, they're pouring concrete.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll cross our fingers that we don't have any bad weather or any delays that interrupt that.
That's right.
So ready
That's
to
right.
go August 1st. Well, tell us a little bit about the format. I know a couple years ago it switched. It used to be 10 days of everything. Now the first 4 days are 4-H and FFA days.
You know what, and honestly, nothing's really changed. We're just trying to better communicate so that people can see what they want when they come out. It's 10 days of fun. The carnival's out going in the parking lot. We've got free attractions going on. We've got fair food. But if you want to see the over 800 4-Hers and FFAers out there, and they've got, about 4,000 different entries, you know, whether it's a plate of cookies or a photography, a horse, cow, whatever, lots more horses than at the state fair. You want to come out the first 4 days. So, you know, the grandparents out there thinking about bringing their grandkids, you want to come out those first 4 days because they're going to see over 24 kinds of animals and lots of free, affordable things to do. You'll definitely enjoy it. You'll pay $5 to get in and go get your free tickets. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but it's such an affordable, fun day.
And 4-H and FFA, agriculture in general, is really the heart of the fair.
It is, and as an Ag Society member, that was my first contact. My daughter, when she was 8 years old, wanted to show her horse at the county fair, and she didn't get a lot of purple ribbons the first year, but after time, she drove by and started calling it the Purple Palace. So if you need a color scheme. But a lot of the 4-H kids, this is the highlight of their summer. We have a lot of FFA shows. We also have open divisions. So if you are not a 4-Her and you're not an FFA, you just need to go to the superfair.org website and find some things that you'd like to enter so that you can participate and get your premiums.
And there's a lot of, it really showcases the talent we have because there's a lot of maybe quilting,
Yes.
the food,
And that's
also
growing.
photography and
You're
art.
so right. There's absolutely something for everyone. For the people who haven't been to the fair, I think this would be the perfect time to go. You can go out and get a smattering of Motor Mania, music, fair food, the carnival, and all of the animals. How many times do you get a chance to go and touch an animal in the city? So this is something that everyone should definitely take an evening, whether it's with kids or grandkids or a date night or just something to do on a summer evening that is different than we get to do year-round.
All right, and the headliner this year in terms of entertainment is a raptor show. Tell us about that.
This is one of my most fun jobs of the year. I get to pick which is that national act. We like to bring something exotic that you can't do in the area the rest of the year. This year we got the nation's largest collection of raptors that travel around. There's a picture of the gentleman there, and he is we always look for, it also has an educational twist, right? So he'll talk a lot about the raptors and these birds of prey and how they hunt, and he'll make it as interactive as he can safely. I oftentimes don't know until they arrive exactly how that works. Last year I had a big serpent wrapped around my neck, and this year it's the raptors. So that'll be out there all 10 days, and that's free. Along with Dale's Racing Pigs, the Exotic Petting Zoo, and a BMX stunt bike show that's actually from Unadilla. But you got to
really
come out the
popular.
first 6 days for that last one.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. Jennifer, what are you most looking forward to?
My favorite part is the horses, and there are several days of horse shows, all different disciplines. The 4-H kids really get out there, and again, their talent really shines. They have a lot of time invested in their 4-H projects. They have a lot of skills that they like to show off, and the judge gives them feedback and comments to learn for next year. So that's always been my favorite part. But my goal every year is to have a funnel cake, and I don't always get to do that because I'm so busy. But I just love the opportunity for everybody in the city to get out and be part of a county fair.
All right. Besides the Raptors, anything else that's new this year?
Well, you know what? We'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the music series. Pepsi is sponsoring that, and there's entertainment and free music the first 4 days, every night for sure, and on the weekends in the afternoons as well. We've even got Princess and Heroes on Saturday afternoon. Lots of different, every kind of music you can think of. That's free, and you can sit out there in the shade tent from Nebraska Lottery, get some fair, that's where all the fair food vendors are, slip over and see some of the free shows I mentioned, all right out there, right next to the carnival. So it's a really nice experience.
All right, and tell us what's happening at the Gaina Motorsports Complex.
Motor Mania. So this is some of our biggest events, and these are one of the few things that are ticketed, and you can get your reserved seat out there at the superfair.org website.
Which you want to do because we've sold out.
Yeah, especially in the demo derby on the first Saturday. That would be on the 3rd. So we're going to start off Friday night with figure 8 races, which is when the cars are going around in a figure 8, and it's a miracle if they don't hit each other in the middle of the 8, as you can imagine. Then you have the official demo derby where they really do hit each other on Saturday. That always sells out until we open our new grandstand a year from now. So we'll see how that goes. And then the following Saturday on the 10th, we have Fast Track Mud Drags. And that's super fun. And those are folks, that's something, again, that you can come out and participate. That's open to folks that maybe have, you'll have to look at what all the classes are. It could be UTVs, pickups, all that kind of thing going through the mud.
All right. This is affordable family fun. Pretty low cost for everything.
Well, we have some great ticket sponsors that are giving out free tickets starting July 1st. So we do want to thank Westgate Bank, Russ's Market, Super Saver, and Casey's. Without their support, we wouldn't be able to have a fun free ticket. An entire carload of people can get in for $5 a day. So you can come and go with that. It's $3 per person per day if you don't take advantage of the free tickets. And if one of the locations happens to run out, you can go to a different location, and we'll be restocking. So starting July 1st, start grabbing those free tickets for your family and friends.
Now, you mentioned 130,000 some people usually attend. Do you have an attendance goal? You're hoping to set some records this year?
You know, we just want everybody to come out and have fun. So we just make sure, and you're, so kind to have us on so that we can get the news out, because this is what the Event Center was built for. This is the Ag Society in its 149th year on its mission in terms of engaging the community and especially youth in agriculture, because as last I checked, we all still eat 3 times a day. So we may feel
sometimes more.
So you may not be able to get to the farm, so we'll bring the farm to you so you can stay in touch with that.
You had me at funnel cakes. What can I say? Next year, huge anniversary, 150th anniversary. Big plans?
Oh, I think they're still developing. I think we have a lot of things we've talked about, but we'll unveil that after we get through the 149th.
No sneak previews, huh?
Not today.
All right. Again, the Lancaster County Super Fair, August 1st through the 10th. The first 4 days are 4-H and FFA days. That's when you'll see all those exhibits. This all takes place at the Lancaster Event Center. If you'd like more information, superfair.org. Is that also where you can get tickets for the motor shows?
For the motorsports, and save $5 on Carnival. And don't get in those Carnival lines. Go get those too before the fair opens. Yep. Okay.
Again, free tickets available at Casey's, Super Saver, Russ's, and Westgate Bank. So take advantage. Bring the whole family. A great Great time to get out. Make several trips.
Yeah, come out and see the animals in the first 4 days, and then come out and enjoy the fair food and the carnival and the attractions. It really can't all be done in one
true.
visit very well.
All right, and then you get to eat more than one funnel cake.
Maybe.
There are many flavors.
Good
Yes.
luck on your quest this year,
I know,
Jennifer.
it's my goal.
All right, thank you both
Thanks,
very
Diane.
much. It's a great time to get out and enjoy all the free summer music series coming up around the capital city. We'll have a list during the break. And then Jeff Mull joins us from the Convention and Visitors Bureau when Out and About continues. Welcome back to Out and About. Jeff Mull joins us now from the Convention and Visitors Bureau. Jeff, it's a great time of year to get outside, and that's what we're going to start with. Lots of outdoor activities.
It is that time of year. Summer is here. A lot of great events to talk about.
All right, we're going to start with the big one, Cornhusker State Games. 10,000 athletes, 60 different sports, and it all starts with those opening ceremonies.
Yeah, the traditional parade of athletes, the mystery torch lighter that lights the event cauldron. I tear up more every year at opening ceremonies because it's just such a great celebration of amateur athletics across the state of Nebraska. Thanks to Scott Ash and Dave Manerick and Linus Hagedorn, the entire team out at the state games, Nebraska Sports Council for doing this. And yeah, come out and be a fan, come out to the opening ceremonies at Seacrest Park and just to experience the pageantry and celebration of the Cornhusker State Games.
All right, and I know that you're sort of one of the guys who organizes this, and I have to ask, mystery torch lighter, any hints?
I cannot give you any hints. I don't even know this year.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
They've
It's been
sworn you to secrecy.
they do a pretty good job of that. I don't think more than maybe a handful of people honestly know who that is. And you think someday they're going to run out of mystery torchlighters, but it keeps getting better every year.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And the opening ceremonies also is featuring Flippin' Out.
Mm-hmm.
It is top professional athletes on skis, snowboards, doing Olympic type routines. Skis and snowboards, it's July, for crying out loud.
Yeah, you can do anything in Lincoln. It's all good.
That's a good motto. So they end their show with the Sky High belly drops. That alone is worth the price of admission.
You bet.
All right, let's go on a bike ride. The July Tour de Brew. This is an ongoing event. This time, then July's event is for CASA, Court-Appointed Special Advocates. This is a fundraiser bike ride, combines fundraising, bike riding, and beer drinking.
Laid back, set your own pace starting at CycleWorks. Next ride down to the lot located at Imperium Brewing Company's warehouse on the corner of 8th and L Street. Actually, things get going, it looks like, at Moran's Liquor.
That's right.
And then it kind of traverses down. This isn't a race, a speed race or anything. Ride at your own pace, experience some amazing brew, and have a good time for a good cause.
And this is an impressive statistic. Since Tour de Brew started in 2014, they have raised over $40,000 for local nonprofits.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's amazing. All right. The folks who bring you the Good Life Havesy and the Market to Market Relay have a Rodler Bike Festival. Have you had Rodler? Do you like Rodler?
I do. It is good.
I don't like fruit in my beer, so I'm not
That's
a big fan
kind of the
Rodler.
trend right now, your sours and your fruit beers, but this is a cool event. It includes 2 days of casual, non-time, traffic-free riding, perfect for all cycles of all abilities. The Saturday Ride Out Festival is 20 scenic miles, and the Sunday ride is a home-like ride of 13 easy miles as well. So a lot of great things. Everything that Ben Cahoon and the team touches is gold. This will be just another great example.
All right. The Icebox has changed things up this summer. They've got roller skating now. Summer roller skating. Beat the heat. Lace up your skates.
Yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. A lot of great things going on at the Icebox. No ice. Bring your roller skates. I know roller derby's going on over there, but to have public skating going on over there is a great opportunity to enjoy it.
And we want to mention they do have Cosmic Skate on Friday nights, and
Dude.
they have a DJ there.
Yeah.
They get your skates and do some skate dancing. There you go.
Forward and backwards.
That's about all I can do. These days, mostly forward.
Yeah,
So
with the wall, with the rail.
with a rail and
Yeah.
a lot of luck and knee pads and elbow pads and
Yeah.
helmet. Yeah.
Yep.
Can't be too careful. All right, this is a great time to get out and enjoy some of Lincoln's parks, and you can enjoy some canoeing at Holmes Lake. Even if you've never canoed before, they have folks there to show you how to do it. This is very popular. First come, first served. It starts at 5:30, so yeah, get down there, bring the family, and try out some canoeing.
And that will be on the north side. You'll see the canoe rack and you'll know you're in the right place.
Okay. We've got Night Splash coming up at some of our pools. This is a special summer program for middle school students only.
And this will be at Ballard, Eden, and Highland pools. Ages 8 years and older are welcome. There will be a free after-hours party as well. Enjoy the pool. It's getting warm outside. Great opportunity to get involved.
Very warm outside, and this is a free event, so get out there and enjoy the pools. There's some play at the pools events coming up at Woods, Eden, and University Place. Bring the whole family. They're going to have log rolling, water polo, and other games.
It's listed as underwater hockey. That's intriguing to me, right? So,
I don't think you stay underwater the whole time.
that should be a lot of fun. Log rolling, I think that's an Olympic sport for all intensive purposes. It's a
Pretty
pretty cool
much.
event. I've seen it on ESPN. Great opportunity to explore something a little bit different in the pool.
All right, Belmont is doing its party in the parks, and swimming is part of that one too, and also with food and then a movie.
Yeah, and you can visit the park's website for the names of the movies that will be involved in these activities.
There is a clause in the contract that says that we cannot publicize the names of the movies that are going to be in the park.
Yeah.
In addition to Belmont on July 31st, there's free movies in the park on July 12th, August 6th, and August 9th. You see them there. Again, you'll find the names of the movies. I can tell you they're all really good
Oh,
family
good.
movies.
Yeah.
Yes. But take advantage of that. It's kind of fun to see a movie outside.
Yeah, neat opportunity.
All right. National Night Out is coming up August 6th. This is a chance to get out, meet your neighbors. Some police officers will be stopping by. It's all about keeping your community safe.
Community building, the chance to introduce yourself to the officers. The officers get the chance to know the community. What a wonderful time to celebrate community and National Night Out with your local LPD officers.
Okay. We're going to wind up the park segment with a couple of events out at the beautiful Pioneers Park Nature Center. Outdoor yoga is the
Yeah.
first one we're going to talk about every Thursday through August. Bring your mat, your towel, and your bug repellent.
Outdoor yoga in the meadow by the Pollinator Garden, Pioneers Park Nature Center.
You don't want those insects to destroy your
No.
calm mood there.
Right.
So now if herbs are your thing, you want to check out the herb garden at the Pioneers Park Nature Center.
The herb of the year will be featured, so you get a chance to learn about that. The
It's
garden,
anise hyssop. I looked it up. I think it's hyssop.
and I avoided it for obvious reasons. The garden has herbs for culinary, medicinal, and aromatic purposes. Just a lot of great things going on again at the Nature Center.
All right, let's talk about the Children's Zoo. We want to remind people National Zookeeper Week is coming up. Say thank you to your zookeeper. And then Wild Wednesday. Every Wednesday, the zoo stays open. Every Wednesday, open late every Wednesday in July and August.
Yeah, great opportunity to go after hours when things cool down, the sun starts to set a little bit in the west, and you can take the kiddos out there, especially the young ones, and experience the zoo that may be a little bit less tolerant of the heat.
That's right. Another evening event for adults at the zoo is the ongoing Brews at the Zoo.
Yeah, an opportunity to enjoy Zipline Brewery, Empyrean Ales, Thunderhead Brewing, Lucky Bucket Brewing, and much, much more. Beer brats, burgers, a lot of great things. Play a free game of Pong for your chance to win prizes at the zoo. So an over 21 event, obviously a good opportunity for adults and those that are of age to enjoy the zoo.
All right. When people say we're going to go to the zoo,
Oh.
do you automatically think children's zoo or do you think the zoo bar?
By day, I would tell you I think about both. If I was a community member just on the surface, I'd say the zoo, the children's zoo. But we're not talking about the children's zoo
No,
here.
we're done with the Children's Zoo segment. We're going to talk about Zoo Fest. This is an annual street festival. I got a glimpse of the lineup for this 2-day festival. Absolutely outstanding. I'm in particular very happy to see Kelly Hunt's coming back. So yeah, they always have a great festival. The Zoo Bar is a real treasure in our community, as is the Children's Zoo.
Right, and it's talked about a lot. I mean, when we bring travel writers in and those from across the country, they ask about certain things in a community, but everybody, when it talks about the music scene, the first thing they mention is the Zoo Bar. This event has been going on for 46 years, so 4 more years, we're going to hit 50, but hopefully everything goes well for this 2-day event. And just like you said, the national, regional, and local talent is at another level this year.
That's right, and you can cool off. You go into the zoo, they have a great big thing of ice water there for you
Good.
to cool off with.
Good.
So, but lots of hot music.
Yeah,
That's what we're gonna
very
talk about.
much.
All right, if the 80s are your thing, we've got an 80s flashback fundraiser at Fundamental Athletics Academy.
They're calling this a totally tubular fundraiser, and they'll feature samplings of signature 80s themed cocktails, cash bar appetizers, great music from AM, FM. They are a Lincoln 80s cover band. If you're a child of the 80s or a teenager of the 80s like I am, this is the band you want to hear. And all proceeds go to benefit A Warmer Day, an all-volunteer nonprofit organization dedicated to helping get coats, gloves, and mittens on the hands of children across the
Sounds
city.
like a fun time and a good cause.
Yeah, tubular,
Tubular.
dude.
At last month's out and about, we talked a lot about the Pinewood Bowl musical. We want to remind people Beauty and the Beast takes the stage July 18th through the 21st.
A lot of great music. This is my personal favorite, Disney Adventure, Princess Adventure. Just another great series of things that happen at Pinewood Bowl. This will be a neat deal. 70 years, 70th annual. It's hard to believe.
That's amazing. Pretty good. All right, Angels Theater Company is back with its First Flight Festival this year. This is July 17th through the 28th. 30 short plays.
Wow.
Written by local playwrights. It's divided into 3 what we call flights, and it's very interesting. Lots of it's first time these plays have been produced, so it's always interesting. Local actors, local directors,
Yeah.
local writers, and it's a great festival.
Yeah, UNL Studio Theater, the Temple building on the campus.
All right, Pump Boys and Dinettes are taking over the stage at Ta-da.
Yes, everything takes place at the Double Cup Diner. The 4 guys at the station have been known to do some auto repairs, but only when aided by quantities of time and beer. They meet the Cup sisters, Prudy and Retta, and celebrate their home cooking. And just the melding of the 2 groups of people makes this a hilarious event at the Ta-da Theater.
Takes place on Highway 57, somewhere between Frog Level and Smyrna. We've all been there.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, I've been there
Okay.
often.
All right, Pump Boys and Dinettes. Summer's also a great time to go out and enjoy some Salt Dogs baseball. Don't forget, Fireworks Fridays.
Coming up this summer, you get a chance to see the Goldeyes, the Red Hawks, the Explorers, the T-Bones, the Canaries, the Dogs, not just the Lincoln Salt Dogs, but the Chicago Dogs. It's a hot dog name. And the St. Paul Saints. Great fun at Haymarket Park. Love what happens over there during the summer. And great seats for everybody. Berm seating for families. Bring a blanket, or if you want to sit in the stadium itself and have a chair back. Lots of great opportunities to see some great baseball this summer.
In every home game that's on a Friday, they feature fireworks.
Very cool.
So that's one of my favorite parts. All right, we're going to run down the list of farmers markets. You can find one 4 days a week. Saturday is the one in the historic Haymarket, Saturday morning. Then on Sundays, it's the College View Farmers Market. Tuesdays, it's time for F Street. And then Thursdays, Fallbrook. The Fallbrook one only goes through August 1st. They've got a couple of fall markets coming up. But the group at KZUM wants to take you to some of the farms where they get the goods for the farmers market.
Yeah, come out and enjoy this local farm tour that they'll have coming up, and a lot of fun there to expand your awareness about local food and flowers and the things that go into farmers markets. The folks at KZUM are doing a great job with this program, and I think it's going to go over very well. The challenge I have with people is when you go to the event, the KZUM event, but also you go to the farmers markets, try to pick up something there and prepare your meal with it, whether it's a local produce item or maybe a local baked good or something. Just a neat way to interject and or get more involved with the community and those local farmers.
All right, the How's It Growin' local farm tour is July 27th, and then How's It Growin' Sunken Gardens tour is coming up on August 10th. This is Another KZUM event at one of the most beautiful spots in Lincoln.
I would agree with you on that. Very cool.
All right. LES has its summer festival coming up in the Rail Yard.
The festival is focused on providing attendees with education about sustainable living, from the electric that we get to how we can do things individually in our home. Thanks for the folks at the Lincoln Electric System for putting this on, the 2019 LES Sustainable Living Festival.
Going to wrap up this segment with some car talk.
Cool.
Classic and collector car auction at the event center. This would be a really cool event.
This is a big deal, and local individual is helping put this on with the folks at the Lancaster Event Center. SG Auction will present over 300 classic and collectible autos for sale. If you've ever watched the Mecum Auto Auction on cable TV, where they roll these cards in and they've got somebody doing, the auctioneer voice trying to sell these autos, this event is a good example of seeing 300 pretty high-end cars that will have a chance to be driven away right there at the event.
Yeah, a couple nights ago, pulled up to a local restaurant. There was a Studebaker. It was beautiful.
Nice. Did you go take a
Yeah.
look?
I kind of, I looked
Did ya?
at it a little bit.
Good.
Yeah.
Should have taken you for a cruise.
This is a beautiful car.
Yeah.
All right, the Sesostris Shrine Cruisin' Classics Auto Show is going to feature over 100 cars, trucks, and cycles.
Yeah, 10th and Saltello, Sesostris Shrine Temple. Again, cars, trucks, cycles, all will be on display. Great opportunity to go not only experience this, but get involved with the Sesostris Shrine.
All right. Speedway is bringing you another Cars and Coffee. This is free donuts and free admission, free coffee. You got to bring your car, though.
You can bring your car, but also the general public is welcome as well. If they want to go through the museum, there is a minimal charge, but this is a great opportunity to interact with the people that have their cars, have a cup of coffee, and just learn about custom machinery and roadsters.
All right. The Junkyard Adventures Summer Series wraps up August 10th. We've talked about this
Yep.
the last few months. The last presentation for the kids is Alien of Astronomy.
The award-winning children's book author and musician Tevin Hansen will present songs and crafts from his Junkyard Adventures book, Alien of Astronomy. Should be a lot of fun. Get your passport stamped and booklet for some great prizes.
All right. The Air Power History Tour is the last event we're going to talk about. This one is taking place at Silverhawk Aviation. This sounds really pretty cool. They've got some a B-29 Super Fortress, Liberator, Diamond Lil. If you're into some of those airplanes, you want to head out to Silverhawk. They're going to have them on the ramp.
I'll tell you, the last time we had an air show here, I had a chance to ride in the B-29 Super Fortress named Fifi. Very historic. I crawled all the way back to the tail section, the tail gunner. You crawl back and you're underneath the back tail fin of the airplane, and you're looking out and you're standing there. All you see is Mother Earth. And you think about how courageous those individuals were that rode in those planes. You have a chance to take rides on all of these. They are something I believe you have to purchase, but a very historic event hosted by Silverhawk Aviation. A very good business to work with right here in Lincoln.
All right, and I see Bobblehead Abe is making the rounds this summer.
He is. He's having
He's
a great.
getting out and about.
He is getting out and about. Took our advice, right? We encourage people on our Twitter to jump over to Lincoln CVB on Twitter at Lincoln CVB, or our Facebook page. Yes, Abe is making his rounds in Lincoln, has some really cool things to say about his experiences. He most recently was at a coffee shop, had a little too much caffeine,
Oh, no.
little shaky, but rode back home and things are going well.
I didn't know he talks.
He's got an amazing personality. Once you get to know him, Abe's a good guy.
All right, check it out on Twitter and you'll find out what the heck we're talking
Exactly.
about. Okay. Jeff, thank you very much. Where do people go for more information?
Lincoln.org is our website. You can give us a call at 434-5348. That's our visitor center, or you can stop by our other location at 1128 Lincoln Mall. Lincoln.org is our website.
All right, thank you very much,
You bet.
Jeff. If you want to stay inside and stay cool, you might want to check out some of the activities at our local museums and galleries. We'll be running a list during the break. Then Tom Lorenz joins us from Pinnacle Bank Arena in Pinewood Bowl, so stay with us. Welcome back to Out and About. Tom Lorenz joins us now, and we're going to talk about Pinewood Bowl first. I'm curious to know how the Folk and Roots Festival went. I didn't make it out that day.
It was a great day. It was a beautiful day weather-wise, and we had a pretty good crowd out there. But the musical performances were outstanding. There was a nice variety of different acts, anything from bluegrass and folk. We had some kind of alternative rock later on, and it was just a very nice day. It flowed great. The setting is perfect for something like that. People can move around and be very comfortable. There was some other things for people to do, some booths and things like that. So it was really a nice setting, and we appreciate all the work that Mike Semrad did to help put that together.
All right, look forward to next year's then. The Pinewood Bowl concert series is taking a bit of a hiatus here in early July for the Pinewood Bowl musical.
Correct.
But you've got 3 shows to wrap up July right after that.
We do. So we start out with John Bellion on July 24th. A really good kind of urban rock. He's really an upcoming artist. It's selling pretty well right now, so we're really excited about that. He'll be out there on the 24th, and then kind of the big surprise, maybe it's not a surprise to any of us, but Tenacious D is just selling outstanding. To have Jack Black and Kyle out there just banging away on those acoustics and all the different kinds of musical styles they do, and a lot of comedy and a lot of talent. That'll be a really, really cool show. And then we go to Weird Al Yankovic. Now, we've had Weird Al at the Bowl before, but it was just Weird Al, kind of a little more of a laid-back tour. This is with the full orchestra, all the costumes, all the different things that he does with it. He's actually an excellent musician. We've known him for years and years. He is he's inventive and creative. Certainly doesn't take himself too seriously, and it'll be a really, really fun night at the Bowl.
The first time I ever saw Weird Al was many years ago at Worlds of Fun.
Okay.
He put his leg behind his head and danced on one foot. I was immediately a fan.
I will ask if he's going to do that this year. No.
He may not be that limber anymore.
Boy,
but
it's so much fun. I'm glad to have him out there, and he loves the Bowl.
all right. Willie Nelson then starts off the August lineup.
You know, Willie, an icon for years and years. Country music really, has benefited so much from Willie and all of his contributions. And then to have Alison Krauss as part of this package also. The two really, really good country icons, great people to have out there. The setting for Pinewood with Willie and Allison will be really, really nice. A nice way to start off August.
All right. Joe Bonamassa has been in Lincoln before, but hopefully this will be his first time at the Bowl.
That's right. We had him almost to the Bowl, but the night before his show we had a big storm, and we had some trees down on the road, and so they moved into Pinnacle Bank Arena. But this is the guitar event of the summer. Joe Bonamassa is an excellent, excellent talent. The people he surrounds himself with are outstanding, whether it's rock or blues or classic rock. Joe is just the best, and people that listen to him know how great he is. And I hope talk to your friends and neighbors, because they'll tell you you need to be there for that event.
All right. Judah and the Lion then comes a few days after that.
You know, a great set of guys who are really talented, who decided to let's take our acoustic instruments and kind of convert all of the songs that we're hearing now, the styles of urban and everything else, and play it with our instruments. And it is a unique kind of a blend. They were recently on Jimmy Kimmel. They've been on a bunch of different high-profile events, and they'll be out at Pinewood Bowl to show us their best stuff.
All right. 2 shows then, almost back-to-back in September, starting with Cody Johnson and Friends.
Cody Johnson is an upcoming country star who is drawing huge crowds. He is really, really strong. Mark Chestnut will be one of his openers. That's going to be a general admission show, so people will be able to crowd around the stage, have a great time, interact with their friends, and see one of the best country acts there. I expect the next time we see Cody Johnson after this summer will be at the arena.
All right. Steely Dan will wrap up a great Pinewood Bowl season.
You know, Steely Dan has been on my bucket list to do at the Bowl forever. So many great songs from them. Recently Walter Becker passed away, but they'll continue on. They play great music. They always have excellent musicians. You know, one of the things that people don't see is at a sound check at most arena shows, they always play some music so they can tune in the system. And Steely Dan is generally the songs of choice because they were so well engineered and so pristine that it really helps them to get those things dialed in. Steely Dan will be a great show.
interesting bit of Tom Lorenz trivia
There you
there
go.
for us. Now, you're pretty sure that there won't be any more shows at Pinewood this year.
Yeah,
but
I think we're
you're-
done.
You're already starting on next year.
We do. We've got several holds already for next year, and with the new artist building, the word is out. That's going to help us draw more and more talent there, and we're starting to fill in some of the calendar.
All right, let's move now to Pinnacle Bank Arena. We had, just this week, we had a recognition for some of the former members of the West Haymarket JPA. The Butterfly Bakery made a cake that looked like the arena. It was fabulous, and it also tasted pretty good.
It really did. They do a tremendous job, and it's really nice to be able to, kind of set up those special occasions with something really unique like that. And they did a beautiful job for us. It was great to be able to honor those JPA members, so many different people that contributed to the process. And, as you look back and we looked at some of the articles that were related to the arena, this has been going on a long time. I mean,
It has been.
There was probably 5 years of really intense, kind of work on the arena even before we got to the vote. And then there was some time after the vote before we could start construction, and the construction period was probably about 20 months. And it was guided by some very excellent people, and it was led by Mayor Beitler, of course, and Gene Carroll, and Carl Eskridge, and some other people. And it
Doug
was
Emery
great. Doug Emery.
and the late Jane Snyder.
Yeah, Jane Snyder. And Jane, I remember at the groundbreaking, was so happy and proud. And Jane challenged me. She said, you have to book the Rolling Stones.
Yes,
and
she
we're still
did.
working on that. Those guys will play for a long time, so I have a few more years to work on it.
Good, good. Well, the city is still buzzing about the Carrie Underwood concert. It's been a whole week, and
Sure.
there's still just this vibe about it.
What a tremendous talent that she is. And the stage itself was huge. It covered the entire floor. It was about 6 to 8 feet high. It was a kind of a big oblong circle. There was cross pieces in it. There were raising platforms, and the show was just incredible. But then when you put a talent like Carrie on it, and she connected with the audience so well, she has so many recognizable songs. And then her backups, Runaway Jane and Maddie and Tay, were both excellent. They all came out on stage a couple different times and sang. It was a really, really wonderful night, and people left with a very, very happy experience.
There's concerts and then there's events, and I understand it was an event.
It was definitely an event, and it was, one of those kind of things that with the projections and all the different lighting, it was one of those things that Pinnacle Bank Arena, it really showed how well it does that type of production.
All right. The latest show to be announced at Pinnacle Bank Arena is a big one, October 15th, Guns N' Roses.
This is huge. Guns N' Roses, one of the biggest, if not, the biggest rock band out there from their era. So many great hits, iconic performances, iconic, artists that are in the band. This was a huge get for us. They only added 8 shows. They're doing some stuff in Europe, and they did 8 U.S. shows. We were one of the shows to be added. October 15th, it will be one of those memorable concerts. They don't tour that often, and to get them here was really great. This will be a regional draw. We'll have people coming from multiple states. It is selling well, and we're very happy for that, and it'll be really a cool night.
All right. The end of July, one of the hottest artists right now, Cardi B, is going to take over the arena.
When we first built this, thinking back with the JPA, people asked if people would come. Well, Cardi B is the hottest R&B rap artist out there right now. And she'll be here on July 26th with her show. Lots of talent, lots of and unique experiences with her. A couple of really great openers. That will be one of those iconic shows also.
All right. 3 shows coming up then in August. Kicking off August will be the Knotfest Roadshow.
That's right. Knotfest is based around Slipknot. Now, Slipknot's a great band out of Iowa. They've been, at the top of hard rock and metal rock for a long time. They're joined by Volbeat, Gojira, and Behemoth. That is going to be, if you are a hard rocker, if you like metal, that's the night to be there to do a little headbanging with these guys. It'll be loud, it'll be great music, and there'll be a really good production. I'm sure there'll be a little pyro with it too. So come on out on August 8th.
All right, about a week later, then Why Don't We is at the arena.
They are. That's a newer band, about 5 young guys that you're going to see for years and years to come. They're really talented. They've got Eben as their special guest that opens up. Glad they're coming in. It's the 8 Letters Tour. Lots of stuff that it's always nice to be able to see these bands not only at the end of their careers but at the beginning of their careers. So as much fun as we had with New Kids on the Block recently, probably in 15, 20 years we'll be doing that same kind of show with these guys.
All right, another new sensation, this one from Omaha, JoJo Siwa is coming at the end.
She grew up in Omaha and she is just absolutely exploded. She's a Nickelodeon product, came out, lots of talent, lots of fans. They sold out the show at the Baxter Arena in Omaha. We added our show. We're almost up to their numbers already. By the time we do the show, we'll have matched that, and we've got a little more capacity. It'll be fun for families and moms and daughters, and this will be one of those things that, again, will be a fun way to kind of kick off the school year.
All right, another great family show, Disney on Ice then. The Ice is going to return to the arena in October.
We've done Disney on Ice once before. It was in Pinnacle. We did it multiple times in Pershing, but it's great to have them come back to Pinnacle Bank Arena October 3 through 6th. Worlds of Enchantment is the show. You'll see your favorites. You'll see all the different Disney characters and all the different Disney shows all kind of rung together in one great big show. They're spectacular. They're so huge. They bring their own ice sheet. So we'll spend a couple days putting ice in, and the production's all around it. What a fun thing for the family to do, and not just kids. This is all adults can come and really enjoy the pageantry.
Okay, the last concert we want to talk about today, Miranda Lambert with Maren Morris. That'll be a great show in October.
It will be. Miranda is such a good artist, country artist on her own. She is an excellent writer. She has really, really great songs. Maren Morris is, that newcomer that you've got, the hottest girl in country music, outside of Carrie Underwood. Maren is coming up. To put those two together will be a terrific show. You'll hear some great songwriting and a lot of fun, and I bet there'll be a few surprises that night too.
All right. I know it's only summer, but there's already a lot of buzz about Husker basketball coming up.
To have Coach Hoiberg coming here and really taking the program to that next level will be a lot of excitement. Season tickets for the men are already sold out.
Wow.
The women are doing very, very well. There's going to be a lot of excitement for them. Pinnacle Bank Arena is going to be just rocking, I think, every night of basketball season, and the rail yard and all the areas around it. So it's going to be a great fall.
All right. Thank you so much, Tom. Thanks for all you do.
All right, Diane. Thank you very much.
And that is all for this month's Out and About show. I want to thank all the guests that we had for today. We'll be running a list of events again right after the show, so if you missed any, just stay tuned. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you out and about.